A burn is a type of skin injury caused by heat, cold, electricity, chemicals or radiation. However, the most common cause, and the one most likely already experienced by a lot of people, is heat. Giving a barbecue in the summer, cooking in the kitchen, setting up a fireplace, if not carefully, this can leave a very painful result. The skin, representing the largest human organ, is a protective barrier that keeps our inner organs, blood systems and nerve systems safe from pathogens, bacteria and other life-threatening and penetrating organisms. When a burn injury occurs, our protective layer against the environment is damaged. Depending on the severity and the depth of the burn wound, first, second and third degree burn wounds can alter vital functions of our skin, like for example immunological response, metabolic functions and much more. These burns seem innocent when they are little, but a burn is not just an injury that leaves a breach in the skin, but is likely to cause infection. And despite many developments in treatments for burn wounds, still too many people die from the consequences of burns every day. And the most deaths resulting from burn trauma are related to sepsis, which is directly connected to infection. Not only from the burn wound itself, but also in other organs, infection can occur as a result from a breach in the skin. This is why multi-system organ failure, cardiac arrest and suffocation are next to sepsis very common causes of death after burn trauma. During the last decade, deaths related to sepsis even increased. This can be explained by the increasing resistance of bacteria towards antibiotics. Taking into account that with burn injuries, the damaged surface area is always larger as compared to a cut or scrape wound, which means the healing process is much more difficult and the risk for infections will be much larger since a larger area is damaged. Our environment that is surrounded by bacteria can therefore easily reach the skin and cause the wound to infect. This is why antibacterial wound dressings containing antiseptics are a high-valued research area. In contrast with antibiotics, antiseptics seem to have a broader spectrum of antimicrobial activity and a reduced potential towards bacterial resistance. Antiseptic substances like povidone iodine, or more commonly known in the public as isobetadine, gained increased interest during the past century. Povidone iodine is a chromophoric solution and is already used for quite some time in the medical and surgical care for the treatment of infected wounds. Also, natural products like tannins and manuka honey indicated antibacterial effects against a whole range of fungi and bacteria. Research in recent years has shown that honey, apart from its antibacterial effects, also reduces inflammation, avoids the need for surgical debridement, neutralizes malodors, and accelerates tissue growth and wound healing. Tannins, which are present in food and plants like wine, chocolate, teas, rhubarb, are already quite some time known for their antioxidant and antimicrobial properties. Therefore, those compounds are investigated for incorporation into wound dressings to create a wound dressing with antibacterial properties. This to help patients in their healing process and prevent infection of burn wounds, because burn wounds are one of the most dreadful wound traumas a person can go through. Even when small, they can be very painful and life-threatening. Which is why it is important that research towards treatment of those wounds keeps on going, to further help those patients in their healing process and to make the world a better place.